I got scammed the other night, and I watched the bad guys do it in real time. I'm going to tell you what happened, and I've got 5 things that you can do to lessen the chance that it's going to happen to you. This is Monday Mornings with Mark. Hi, I'm your host, Mark J. Schmidt of RE/MAX Country and MoveMeMark.com, where I help you get the most out of the real estate market and your home. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube and make sure you like us on Facebook so you don't miss out. So let me tell you what happened. I got scammed the other night. I was watching TV with my wife, and at about 9:30 or so, a little bit before then, I noticed I got an email. And the email said on it, the subject was, "Mark, congrats on your cash redemption at Amazon.com." And it came from my credit card company, which is Capital One. So I love Capital One. They're great. And I was like, hey, this is awesome. They're thanking me for redeeming points or my rewards. You know, you get cash back with these cards, at least this particular card. So they were thanking me for doing this. So I looked at the email. It said that we had redeemed $87.19 of our rewards on our credit card, and I hadn't done that. So I yelled out to my wife. She had left the room, and I said, hey, honey, did you just redeem $87.19 at Amazon from our rewards on our credit card? She said, no, I didn't do that. So I started thinking, I didn't even know that you could use your rewards at Amazon. So I thought, okay, maybe I'm getting scammed here. So I called up Capital One, and I got on the phone with this very nice associate there. And I told him, I said, I don't know what this is all about. I'm not using my points for anything. I just like to bank all my points and keep them there. All my rewards, I should say. And he looked at it, he said, okay, this is clearly fraudulent. We'll go ahead and we'll make it right. He said, one thing we're going to do is we will give you a new credit card. We'll get you a new number, so that should help things. I said, okay. Well, while we were talking, it happened like 6 or 7 more times where I kept getting these emails that said, hey, Mark, congrats on your cash redemption at Amazon.com. By the time we got off the phone, and we were on the phone for quite a while, it had happened 12 times. The next day, it happened another 14 times, and they pulled a ton of money out of my rewards. Now, it's funny, I was telling my daughter about it, and my daughter said, gee, you don't seem that upset. And I said, well, you know what, it's annoying, but the fact is that, you know, with these credit cards, you do have zero liability. So if someone fraudulently uses your card, or if someone, as in this case, got a hold of my rewards and was draining my rewards account, they would just give you the money back, or they would reverse the charges so that you wouldn't be responsible for them. What I actually did find out, and I did not know about this, was that when we put our credit card on our Amazon account, Amazon automatically linked up our rewards with our Amazon account. So I had no idea this happened. When I was on the phone with Capital One, they actually said if you go to Amazon and you scroll down, you'll see there's a section, I think when you're in your account, there's a section that says pay with points. And I clicked on that, and there it was. All my rewards were there. I could just keep using that to pay for my purchases on Amazon. I had never set this up, so this was an automatic thing. I had no idea it was there. Unfortunately, the bad guys knew it was there, and that's how they were able to access my rewards and just keep draining them right away from me. So eventually it did stop. I think it took a while for them to shut everything down, but it's just a big hassle. It's not the end of the world, but it's a giant hassle. I've got things that are repeatedly charged to my card on a monthly basis, and now I have to go back and find all those people and let them know, hey, I've got a new credit card now, and then I'm not going to have my credit card for 5 to 7 days, so that's annoying. So what can you do to make sure this doesn't happen to you? Well, I found 5 great things I'm going to tell you about right now. The first is be careful who you give your information to. A lot of times what I've discovered is that credit card fraud sometimes happens with people who you know. So you wind up giving your credit card to someone, they keep the number, then they start charging stuff. So be careful who you give your credit card information to. Make sure you trust them. Second thing I found out, shop at stores that use the chip readers. Okay, a lot of times, nowadays, sometimes you have the stores that have the chip readers where you just stick your credit card in, and others you have to use the magnetic strip. Well, those magnetic strips are a lot less secure than the chip readers. So if you use a chip reader, you're going to be a lot safer in any credit card transaction while you're out shopping. So number 3, don't send credit card information by mail, email, or text to anybody. Once you send it out there, it's out there. So if you send a letter to someone by mail, if you send them an email, if you send them a text, you have no control over it. If you do need to give someone your credit card number, pick up the phone and call them. Don't just send it by text or email, okay? The fourth thing, this was a pretty interesting one, and it might be a little tough for some people. Don't save your credit card information online. It's so easy to say, okay, well, I'm always shopping at Amazon, so I'm going to save my credit card there so it's always available to me. Well, what happens is when these online retailers, first of all, you don't know what their cybersecurity is like, but if they ever get hacked, those bad guys now have access to your credit card. So it's best to not save your card there, just put it in every time you go. Is it a hassle? Yes. It's also a hassle having someone steal from you. So don't save your credit card online. Now, if you do want to save a credit card online, there is a way to do it. It depends on your credit card provider, though. You can use, and this is my 5th tip here, you can use a virtual card number. So a virtual card number is a different number that is actually attached to your primary account number. So you can use that, and some of them allow you to use them repeatedly, but you can only use them at that one retailer. So if a bad guy does happen to get this virtual card number, they would not be able to use it anywhere else. There are also one-time use virtual card numbers where you use them once and then they don't work again. So that's another way to keep yourself protected. But if you do these things, you really shouldn't have a problem. I'm not really sure how the bad guys got my credit card information. I'm really pretty safe about things, but I'm going to start doing some of the tips and tricks that I just gave you, and hopefully that'll make a difference in the future. Now listen, if you have questions about keeping yourself and your finances safe, if you have questions about buying or selling a home, there's a fantastic resource. It's my website. You can find me at www.MoveMeMark.com. Thanks so much for watching. If you missed our last episode, you can find it right here. And here's another episode that YouTube thinks you should watch. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that circle and subscribe so you don't miss out. And I'll see you next time for more Monday Mornings with Mark. You have a great week.